Are we live? I think we're live. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. It's good to be back. Great result today, wasn't it? Against a QPR side. What were they? Fourth in the table, I think. Not a bad result, that. And and for our two academy Welsh lads to score the goals, Isaac Davis, Ruben Colwill, even, and an assist from Joel Bagan. Can't ask for better than that. Well, you can. We could have won 10-0, but 2-1. I'll take that. We were 1-0 down. What a comeback. Got a lot to discuss this evening. It's been a while. We got CardiffCityForum.com regulars, Gloss Blue coming on, Popeye Poo Pants. I'll be making an appearance, Arthur Europe, and we might even see an appearance from Woy, maybe even Stanty's Tattoos. I'm not sure. He might come on. But if you're following us on YouTube or Facebook, comments, leave a comment below. We want to know, as you can see on the screen, summer transfers. Are we keeping Rawls, Morrison, Flint, Bakunin, Nelson, Volks? Who are we keeping? Who are we getting rid of? Let us know in the comments. I'll pop it up on the screen. Also, no Tommy Doyle today. I never found out what happened to Tommy Doyle. Is he, anybody know? Was he injured? I'm just checking the forum. No, nobody's mentioned it. Yeah, if you know what's happened with Tommy Doyle, let us know. Somebody's already commenting. Top 6 next season. We got some new players in the summer. Yeah, who would you bring in? We'd be on a budget, won't we? I'd imagine. I mean, that's why Morrison has been given a job. He got a contract this week to the end of next season. Great news, or is it great news? Do you think it's bad news? Should we be, aiming higher with a more experienced manager? Let us know in the comments if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, or indeed on CardiffCityForum.com. So yeah, no Tommy Doyle. Anybody know what happened to him? Should Steve Morrison have been given a contract? Who would you like to see stay in the summer? Rawls, Morrison, Flint, Bakunin, Nelson, Volks. Would you like to see them stay offered a new contract? Let us know in the comments. So yeah, like I say, what a day. We went 1-0 down in the 38th minute to an Andre Gray goal. And we didn't look like coming back, to be honest. I mean, we gave a good account of it early on in the first half, but QPR, a tough side, especially away from home. We don't have a great record there at Loftus Road, or whatever it's called these days. So yeah, for some good substitutions by Morrison. So for us to come back, Isaac Davis in the 70th minute, Ruben Colwill 4 minutes after that to take us ahead. What an absolute result. Yep, a lot to talk about this week. Isaac Davis as well, given a contract this week. Brilliant news. I mean, considering he's going to be a real star for the future, isn't he? Glad to be hanging on to him. Great academy prospects. I mean, it's been a long time coming, that academy, but it's bearing fruit now, isn't it? Wonderful stuff. What else we got? Yeah, should Steve Morrison be had been given a contract? I think it's pretty unanimous that people think he should been given a contract. But let us know in the comments. Maybe you don't. Also, have we missed Kiefer Moore? Have you missed Kiefer Moore? Do you think that we'd be better off with him, or glad we got rid of him? Let us know in the comments. So yeah, plenty to discuss there. With regards to keeping Morrison, not Steve Morrison, Sean Morrison in the summer, Steve Morrison was asked whether the club would look after Sean Morrison, and Steve Morrison says he'd speak to the board and see if we could do something. So I think he wants to hang on to him. But do you? Let us know in the comments. What else are we going to be talking about tonight? Let me double check. I expected our guests to be popping on tonight, but no sign of them as yet. Gloss Blue, Popeye, Arthur Europe, and Roy. I was expecting you to be here by now. We've got a quiz coming up later as well for those guys. Also midweek, beat Derby at home 1-0. Ikpeazu. How do you pronounce that? Ikpe. I don't know. If you know, let us know. Yes. Also news this week. We're 109 million in debt, according to Company's House. Playing devil's advocate, we've had 2 promotions since Vincent Tan arrived 10 years ago. 2 promotions, parachute payments. He's been here for a decade. Said we'd be debt-free in 5 years. Where's the money gone? I mean, I'm a big supporter of Vincent Tan, but playing devil's advocate, we're 109 million in debt. I mean, how much in debt were we when he took over? I mean, I know we were getting winding up orders, but 109 million. Let us know what you think. Facebook user, brilliant day. Atmosphere was amazing. If you want your name to show up, you're on a Facebook group. That's why your name's not showing up next to your comments. But if you go to cardiffcityforum.com/Facebook and then click the blue button, that gives us permission to show your comments. So go to, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen here, cardiffcityforum.com/Facebook. Click the blue button and your name will start showing up next to your comments. Keep the comments coming. It's not a coincidence that our form has improved since Moore has gone. Oh, interesting. Granted, there's a few new faces in, but Moore was at 28, was one of our more senior players. And for someone like that to just down tools shows a complacent of spine and professionalism. Good riddance, I say. He'll be playing League One football next season. Bournemouth fans will quickly find him out. Well, not if he stays injured. He's broke his foot as soon as he got there, didn't he? But yeah, Moore did. I'd love to know what went on behind the scenes, wouldn't you? Because the club didn't give him much of a goodbye, and then Moore on social media when he left, he said, "Don't believe everything you read in the press." So something went on. Something went on behind the scenes, but we don't know what it was. But Moore clearly not happy. I suspect Wolves, when Wolves put in a bid, it turned his head and destabilized him as a player, and he wanted out. We wouldn't let him go, and I think he, like he said, like a Facebook user said, he downed tools. But like someone pointed out to me on a forum, though, since Steve Morrison took over, we got 8 games out of Moore, and he scored in 4 of them. So is that downing tools? It's a tough one, isn't it? So, yeah, we're asking the question, do you miss Kiefer Moore? Would we be better off with him or without him? Are we glad he's gone? Also, in the summer, are we keeping Rawls? Are we keeping Morrison, Flint, Bakun, and Nelson Volks? Or would you get rid of the lot? Who do you want? Popeye is popped in, but he seems to be having trouble getting his camera working. Keep the comments coming. No, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, or indeed on CardiffCityForum.com. Gloss Blue says he's just having a dump. Won't be long. Thanks. Here we go. Cameron Tout on Facebook. A few good loans again and a few more youngsters brought up, and we got ourselves a promotion push next season. Yeah, you reckon? I mean, I got a lot of faith in Morrison myself, and yeah, I suppose if he does a good summer, and yeah, I suppose we should have faith in Morrison, shouldn't we? He's come in, he's done exactly what he was asked to do, and 2 wins this week, 6 points, Derby and QPR, which we weren't expecting points against QPR, were we? So fair point, Cameron. Yeah, gosh, can you imagine our promotion push? Feels like a million miles. Facebook user Kiefer who. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what people seem to be saying. I mean, surely we'd be better off with Kiefer Moore. But then he did throw himself to the ground a lot, didn't he? Whereas now we got players who win free kicks in areas, and now Kiefer gave away free kicks, and but he was good though, wasn't he? Oh, I'm so torn on this, because I thought he was great until until he left. So I don't know what to think. Yes, keep the comments coming, folks. Let's have a quick scan at the forum. Some of the reaction after the game. Let's have a look. Here we go. How many games have been won by players from our academy this season? It's seriously impressive, and a lot would kill to have the talent we have coming through. That's very true. Very true. Yeah, we've been, that's bearing fruit now, that academy. Who Nicholas says, evening, Colonel. Evening, Stanty. Be nice to have you on if you want, Stant. Be good to see you, mate. Didn't see that coming. Great result, says Will Smith. Oh, I just realised. Will Smith, yeah. Yeah. This is a QPR supporter before the match saying, beating Cardiff is my most favourite win of the season. Yes, preceded unfortunate events. Unlucky, mate. That's there forever. Great free kick from Cole great for his confidence, but to be honest, his overall game was not great today. Many of his first touches and passing was poor. Says Sloop John B on CardiffCityForum.com. I thought he started the game well. He seemed to be involved in a lot, Colwell, but yeah, if he wasn't doing too great, but that free kick, goodness me. Let's see. Oh, look at this picture, look. If you haven't seen this today, that is Isaac Davis and Colwell as kiddies outside. I don't think that's Cardiff City Stadium, is it? But yeah, look at that. Brilliant stuff. Today's goal scorers, it says. Brilliant. Love it. Popeye says, brilliant photo when they turned out to be two quality, promising players. Cardiff City Blue says, hello, me and Rudy here. Is that Mrs. R, is it? Hello, good to see you. Why don't you ever come on, Mrs. R? Or Steve, you're both welcome. Hello, Cardiff City Blue stroke Mrs. R, says Stanty. Oh, and look who we've got here. Nuggles, you all right?
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, you? Did you catch the game today?
To be honest, I'm disgusted. I don't even know how we got on. I don't know the score.
We lost 5-0 to QPR.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's not bad. Steve Morrison got sacked.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I generally not winding up here. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, they gave Steve Morrison a contract yesterday.
I had to take my daughter to Specsavers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a bit grim, It was 5-0 down. He started a fight with the QPR manager, and next thing you know, they're calling him in, and he's gone.
No way.
No, we won 2-1.
Oh Christ! I wonder what was going on there. No, so like two family emergencies today. Take my daughter to the opticians, and then my father-in-law was having a hip operation. So yeah, I seriously, I generally didn't know what the score was. I see we were 0-0 after about 34 minutes, I think it was. It came up as an update on my phone, but we won.
Yeah, and it was Isaac Davis and Ruben Colwell, two academy Welsh lads. What a result! Let's have a quick look.
I can't remember. Oh, and again, because I don't know any football results, I played all my betting money on Mitrovic to score anytime goal for Fulham. Did that come in?
No, I don't. Did it? Let's check. Let's have a look at the scores while we're here. All right, Fulham won 2-0, so that's a good start.
Yes.
But
Come on, Mitrovic.
Kibana and Wilson. Yeah.
Right, man. So I'm down to about a couple of £100 now.
Oh, really? A couple of hundred? Oh, Jesus Christ.
A couple of hundred forum credits.
It's imaginary money, according to Christ, what's his name? Splot Die. He bought about 20 tickets for the lottery, the Friday lottery. Here you go. Oh, right. Lol, his face says Facebook user, presumably referring to you when I told you it was 5-0. Steve is out doing a disco, says Mrs. R.
Hey.
Mitrovic didn't score. Thanks for that, Stanty. Unlucky Nuggles, says Stanty.
Yep. The guy has scored 34 goals. I thought that was a shoe-in for a bet.
Yeah, it takes a piss. Now he's got goals in him, that's for sure.
I'll have to dump all my money on Big Gun next time.
Well, yeah. I put all my foreign credits on Ikpeazu to score, and he came on for 8 minutes and fell over a bit. So, yeah. Popeye says he haven't used his desktop in months. He's having a nightmare just switching to the laptop. Blue Through says Kiefer was great until he wasn't. Yeah, but I mean, like Polo was saying, he played 8 games under Steve Morrison and scored in 4 of them. So he wasn't bad for us, was he? That's not a bad goals to games ratio, is it? 50%.
That's cracking.
Yeah, we're talking about whether you miss Kiefer more. Do you miss him? Do you think we miss him?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so, to be honest. Where are we in league table? When we sold him, where were we in league table? I mean, I doubt we were relegation candidates or promotion candidates. So
yeah,
no. To answer that question, no, I don't think we do, and we probably got quite a FD lump off a wage bill there as well.
Someone is just saying, let me see. Did you see Nico's shot for Fulham hit the crossbar at the halfway line? So I've actually got the.
Ooh.
Imagine that. Here he comes, charges up the pitch, just over the halfway line, slam.
Bang.
Keeper had no chance.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, that would have been some goal, that. Yeah, Facebook user, if you go to cardiffcityforum.com/Facebook and hit the blue button, your name will show next to your comments. You can see at the bottom of the screen here the link cardiffcityforum.com/Facebook. You've got to give us permission if you're on our Facebook group, or if you go to our Facebook page and put your comments there instead. That's facebook.com/CardiffCityForum. And you might as well join the page while you're there. Yeah.
Does it show how many Facebook users are online at the moment?
How many Facebook users are on at the moment?
Yeah, like watching this if you like. Do you get that? Do you get that? No.
No, not really, unfortunately. It'd be nice to know. But I mean, we have got 8,000 followers on our Facebook group and another 5,000 on our Facebook page. So it would be nice to know how many of them are watching. Gaz the Dude, hey, how's it going, mate? Sorry, not been active lately. Well, Gaz, this is the first live stream we've done in months. So it's just nice to be back, Yeah, we've got a lot to go over there. Does anybody know what happened to Tommy Doyle today? Why he wasn't available? Because I don't know if he's injured or whether he's got that stomach bug that's been going about. So yeah, if anybody knows, and also who do you think should be staying in the summer? Who do you think we should be getting rid of? Should be keeping Sean Morrison, Flint, Bakuna, Vassell? Would you keep Vassell?
Well,
Well,
to see one of your posts earlier in the week, Colonel, about how much money we've saved quite a lot off a wage bill, or shaved quite a lot off a wage bill, haven't we?
yeah, I mean, we must have, because we got a bunch of loans and a bunch of academy lads, haven't we? So, yeah, Gaz the dude says good to see Ruben score again. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Doyle was out with illness, says Stanty. It was our stomach bug, was it? All right. I think Doyle ran himself into the ground against Derby. Probably needed a rest. Lol, says Cameron. Yeah. I mean, God, I thought that was a guaranteed loss on the cards today when I saw Doyle wasn't on the team sheet. But goodness me, what a result! 2-1.
Who doesn't want to run themselves into the ground against Derby, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody wants to beat Derby.
What club was that fan from? That he's a sheep shagger. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that on the site?
Oh, that story that was in the week about the fellow who got
Yeah.
dragged into court. Yeah.
Can you imagine
daft,
if we got called sheep shaggers and you got banned? Crikey.
Yeah, we get it all the time. Look, I'll get the story up now for him. There it is. Middlesbrough fan handed footy banning order after hurling sheepshagger slur to Derby supporters because they're called Rams. Yeah, but apparently the person, the judge or whatever they're called, said that everyone thinks it's a laugh or a joke, but actually it's really, really offensive. She said that given the history between Jesus Christ, I can never say that. Borough and Derby, it could have started rioting. So she gave him a banning order, which will last for 3 years, fined him £184, ordered him to pay 85 court costs and a victim surcharge. Who's the victim? That's pretty mental. Imagine that, going to court for how many people would they have to go? Would have to go to court just after one of our home games, calling us sheepshaggers. Well, it's not in the least bit offensive. Well, it is now, clearly.
How times have changed.
Gaz the dude says no snow today. Lol. Yeah. Oh, Popeye.
Hiya, both.
Hey, Pops, hey, bruv.
You okay?
What's happening, man?
I was trying to get up on the upstairs on the desktop, but I haven't used it since the last sort of phone in. So it turned out it was bloody slow. So I had to come back downstairs and go on the laptop, unfortunately. So probably got me at this angle. So hope you're both okay.
That's a nice angle, Pops.
Yeah. You both okay?
Yeah, man. Just got to adjust my screen a sec. There we go. Use a stick. Yeah, so you are having a few pints tonight, is it, Ross?
Yeah, I had a couple watching Liverpool game just then. And had my
Scouser.
No. What, West Ham to win? They had enough chances to win. West Ham, I thought, but no, brilliant result today for the City, to be fair. I put on the match thread. Like, it seemed quite low key, didn't it? Like, even before the game, like, we're kind of safe, isn't we?
Yeah.
Obviously 13 points clear at the start of the day, or 15 points clear, whatever it was. So today seemed quite low key. It didn't matter if we lost, sort of thing. But what a result, though! And like, we've seen the photos then of Isaac Davis and Ruben Caldwell as kids, and that's brilliant. That is, I show my missus that. I was thinking that's what the Dave Jones era, the Wits and Mackay got the first Premier League sort of season sort of done, didn't they? For like young fans, like they made them support Cardiff City rather than your Man United and Liverpool and all those shit sides.
Yeah, that's what it did for us. That's the legacy. Success breeds success, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Brilliant legacy. There's another picture of the two of them as well. I put it on the Facebook group.
I don't know what stadium that's in front of. It looks like bloody Molyneux or somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. It's modern, but it's not ours, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I put it on Twitter, didn't I? There they are inside. I don't know what stadium that is.
That's Wembley, that, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Yeah, fair dues. They're both quality young players, aren't they? That Isaac Davis, like he's superb, he is. And he's made a big difference. I know, like people criticised Morrison, didn't he, when he said he was a liability or a hindrance or something like that.
Yeah, he was more of a hindrance than a help. Yeah.
And but the thing is, I was thinking about it, like the amount of games Morrison managed at under 23. He knows these two inside out, probably.
Oh God, yeah.
He knows how to manage them, and he's playing dividends in it, like including bagging as well. You look at how he's been the last few weeks. It's really looking promising. You can finally say that.
Yeah, I watched an interview with Evans, Isaac Davis, in the week, and he addressed that hindrance comment, and he took nothing by it. He said, if anything, he drew from it, and I think that's exactly how Steve Morrison meant it. He wanted him to, as a kick up the arse, and that's exactly how it worked. Cameron Tout on Facebook says, as of now, the Jacks at home is 3 p.m. and not on Sky. Surely they've got to change the time.
Yeah,
they will, won't they?
Yeah, they will. Yeah. I don't think they've done April games yet, have they? Sky games. They haven't announced
they came out the other day, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
That's what he's on about. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Is they brought out the Sky matches, and we weren't amongst the matches to be on Sky. Everyone was surprised, and they were also surprised that we haven't been moved from 3 p.m. People have bought tickets for the Jacks game, thinking it's 3 p.m. But they'll move it.
This is where it don't get moved for television purposes. Get moved for police purposes or security purposes.
Yeah,
2 weeks before the
what time? Sorry, lads. What time is the original kickoff?
It's always 3 p.m., isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to the bottom of Tommy Doyle. He was ill. So I'll get better soon, Doyle. We need you out there, mate. Oh, I suppose we're pretty safe these days, so we still need him, though. He's bloody good. Do you reckon we'll be able to? Do you reckon he'll be back here next season? What do you reckon?
No, I reckon he'll go to like a sort of who's going up sort of thing. Fulham, one of those sort of sides who can sort of stay up, scrape up Burnley, someone like them.
Yeah.
Lower end Premier League side, or maybe even one of those top championship sides. And I don't think we'll be one of them next season, to be honest. They'll be if Watford go down or Newcastle, well, not Newcastle, they won't go down now. But one of those top sides who come down. Leeds, you don't know, do you? So,
Colonel, have you got the ability to slap up at the bottom of the Premier League there?
Have I got what to do? What?
The ability to knock up the bottom of the Premier League.
It's gonna make cat out.
Show the Premier League table.
Yeah. Just the bottom, Phil.
That's the Championship. Hang on a second. Football Premier League table. Show the full paper table. There we go. There's the bottom of the Premier League table.
Oh, Everton.
Wow, Everton. I didn't realise they were. I don't look at the Premier League.
No, yeah, I agree. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think Everton.
Well, you don't reckon? Oh, they got a couple of games in hand as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they were lucky against Man City the other week. That handball, you see it?
Oh yeah.
I can't actually see it. How many points are Brighton on?
33.
Yeah, 33.
33.
Yeah. Leeds, I thought, were doing a lot better than that as well.
Look at their form.
And Leicester.
It's actually quite bonkers. That's the first time I looked at the bottom of the league for a long time.
Leeds. Yeah, they played today.
Do you think Leeds are?
Yeah, look at their form. Lost.
Mhm.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Leeds are quite right to get rid of their manager, do you reckon?
Well, it's only if they stay up, isn't it? With their new manager. If they
Yeah.
go down, I'm saying, why do we get rid of Bielsa sort of thing, innit? So
Meanwhile,
He's
Liverpool
take-
1.
I know that's disgusting. That should. Oh, I hate Premier League.
no, I know.
Yeah, I don't look at it much.
Well,
Yeah,
Well,
West Ham. Fair play to West Ham, mind. Fair
And
play.
Wolves. I can't stand
Yeah,
Wolves.
yeah.
But
Like,
wish
likes
I-
to see wonky teams just mix it up a bit, you know. Just to piss the hierarchy off, you know.
yeah, Southampton, Wolves there. They're on about like the Super League taking place again, isn't they? And it's going ahead.
what'd you say?
The Super League or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
the Euro Super League.
Ah.
Yeah, it's the Spanish clubs, isn't it? Trying to get it going again.
Well, those bellends in the top four there, and Arsenal and
Bellet.
Tottenham, they are. Well, no, they are. Thing
Yeah,
is,
bellends,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like, what right have Tottenham got to be there?
Correct. Totally agree with you.
Empty trophy cabinet.
Yeah.
What right does any of them got to be there? They think they've got a goddamn given right to be up there, and it's wrong.
Let's see if anyone's saying on the phone. Why is Lucas Digne on the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, is that you, Popeye?
I think
Dr.
it's
Lecter.
I had my haircut today by the Turkish.
How come Lecter? How come you never come on yet? It'd be good to have Lecter on, yeah. And Blue through look, Nuge looking to see how far man you are down the league.
Good.
Yeah, let's have a little look at the
I think
table.
Ross is coming. I think Stanley said he's just listening in tonight.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Stan. Log in, son. Log in.
Do you think Volks will get a contract extension? Morrison seems to rate him. He does, doesn't he? He starts him a lot.
Yeah, he does. Squad player, do you reckon?
He's got a lot of energy, mind. Yeah. He's not bad as a sub.
He did really well for them. Do you remember that one season they had? I know they went down, but he did really well for them, didn't he? And he didn't really sort of take. He can hit it. He cut the goal for us.
Yeah, he has scored some super goals, hasn't he? Yeah, I mean, I don't want him starting games, but if he comes on as a sub, like I'd hang on to him for that.
Yeah. I don't know. Volks for me, I think if we're after promotion, but that obviously a lot depends on these 3 court cases we got, or whatever it is, don't know by the looks of it. Because this season, to be fair, like even with Mick McCarthy, the signings we made, we were never going to go up. It was never surely looking back on, the summer and the transfers we made. Like I know Mick said, "Oh, we were ready to go up. We were ready to make a challenge," and we were looking at them. We never were.
We did go on a good run, Mind Pop, didn't we? Under Mick at the beginning.
4 games, is it? And then
no, I think it was a lot more than 4 games. I'm definitely sure of that.
We went on that long and losing run then, though, didn't we?
Losing run, I don't know. Sir.
9 games or 8 games or whatever it was, I think.
Yeah, a bit of a losing streak, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was it? We were playing 9 defenders at one point, weren't we? Or 7 defenders?
he was just telling people to lie down in front of the goal on top of each other.
Yeah.
They'll never score.
The playing defenders not to concede, and I think we lost 4 to West Brom or somewhere. And they're crap now, West Brom. Oh, dreadful.
Yeah, let's have a look where they are. 13th.
Yeah, and they were.
Do you think that was the best nth of millions of pounds we sold? What's his name to West Brom for? Oh, what's his name?
Oh, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soho. Yeah.
Steal of
Was
the
that the
century.
best?
And-
Was that best? Yeah. Was that best deal we've done?
Usually it's us who gets seen off, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, it's usually us on the receiving end of that stuff. Yeah.
Look at Millwall's form. Jeez.
Oh, hey, look at that. Jesus, yeah. Well, they're pushing for the they're 3 points off of the
Didn't realise that.
playoffs. That's not bad at all. Nobody else has got form like that.
Yeah.
The championship has always been an interesting division, haven't it?
Yeah. This is where, do you remember like Blackpool that year? They went to the playoffs and done us. This is where Millwall are looking now, the form they're in. That's where sort of Blackpool came from, weren't it? At the end,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So you never know, if they continue their form, they could get into the sort of top six. Not that I want Millwall to get in the top six. I think they're a bunch of fucking assholes, to be honest. But it's form is form, isn't it? And I wish we had that, and I don't think they're any better than us, Millwall, really, player for player.
How's it going, Glass? You all right?
You all right, boys?
Glass Blue. All right, Beth? What's happening, man?
How are you?
Hi, Glass.
A bit down.
How's the turkeys, bruv? How's the turkey farming going?
I'm going in at the moment. They're all out.
Oh, no.
That's what I got. That's all right. It's not a bad thing. They got to the end of their tenancy and they've gone to pastures new.
Looks like
supermarkets.
There's a level there.
Yeah.
That's how all the ships. That's how all the pictures on ships are like, isn't it? They're all tilted to the side. That makes you feel at home. Having pictures all over the shop.
Look at this. It looks straight from. Oh, I don't care.
Did you have your dump in the end, Gloss?
No, just a posh fart in the end.
A posh fart?
Yeah, I sat down on the toilet.
What do you reckon is the result?
So again,
what do you reckon the result today?
That's brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we never beat QPR.
We don't. Up there.
It's good mate of mine's a QPR fan, and every time we play them, I just get just a smiley emoji. Every time they was it? When Neil Harris was managing it, was it 6-1?
Oh yeah,
a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
We never seem to beat them, do we? But yeah, it's a great result, especially because I watched the first half and I thought we're not going to get anything from this. We were shit in that first half.
Poor.
Yeah,
it was poor the other day against Derby, weren't it?
Derby,
yeah. And I don't know if it's the wrong selection or he does he put a team out and then think they do really badly and then realise that there's a couple of tweaks that are needed, and then because the second half is always like today, it was like difference between night and day, wasn't it? It was Colo was so much better in his natural position at number 10.
We found that all season though. Like I know we were dreadful under Mick. But do you know we went ages? We didn't score in the first half. It's like, are we trying to work teams out first half?
With Nick, I think it was just he didn't know his best team, and I don't know if he just because he didn't bother doing the research on the opposition or whatever. But we never seemed to line up to face a certain way of playing. So if you had a team like Fulham who are all the tippy tappy passing sort of thing. He wouldn't preempt that, would he? He would just put the same sort of team out every week, regardless of who the opposition is.
Gloss, would you line up against a team like Fulham then, if you had the Cardiff City resources behind you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the manager. I probably
as we did last week. To be fair, I think it was a bloody good game. To be fair,
I think you're right.
I don't think we deserve to lose that. They had one chance. Well. I know they had a couple, one off the line or whatever, but they made one well-worked sort of set-piece corner, I think it was. And
I think we matched them.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
they didn't play. I think QPR were we were worse in the first half against QPR today than we were in the whole match against Fulham.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
by miles.
I agree with
You know,
that.
if we'd drawn or beaten Fulham, no one would have said, you know, that was against the run of play, or you know that wasn't deserved.
I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Gloss.
Yeah.
Obviously, Steve Morrison got a contract in a week. Do you think that was the right thing to do?
For me, it's too early still, because his job that he was given was to keep us up, which he's doing, and he was given a contract to the end of the season. So personally, I would have waited till the end of the season. You know, this whole, you know, he can start looking for players and stuff. It's bollocks, because he doesn't know what money he's going to get. The club doesn't know what money it's going to give him for transfers. So, you know, there may be nothing, or there may be something. So I would have held off till the end of the season, just because. Don't forget, when Mick was offered his new contract, he'd won 7 games on the trot, and everyone was saying, you know, let's give him a contract. Someone, probably his agent, came up with a story that Celtic were looking at him.
Celtic, yeah.
They never were, but you know, the club panicked, offered him 2 years, and then, you know, it just went downhill from there, didn't it? So I'd hold off. I'd just because it's happened so many times before, hasn't it, with our managers? So
I kind of
on that score. Sorry, Pops. On that score, Gloss, I don't think there's going to be any rumours of Celtic coming in for Morrison on this occasion.
No.
So there's no reason why, you know, we couldn't hold off till the end of the season.
No, but
Maybe.
I think the start that Morrison made and the start that McCarthy made were completely different. Like, Morrison didn't necessarily have a good start, to the point where a couple of weeks back, I think we just lost to Bristol City, whose rumours of Warnock was taking over again, and Morrison was about to go. So, and he really sort of turned around after the January transfer window, I think, and I think that's
you know, the reason he's turned it around is because he's got some good players in on loan. You know, if it was still the team that Mick had, you know, we'd be in relegation or close to relegation. But
and that's why I think it might be right to give him the contract, because he's the one who's brought those players in and made that difference and sort of got us to safety.
Yeah, but again, they're still just loan players, aren't they? You know.
Well, yeah.
I doubt many, if not any of them, will be with us next season. You know, next season we're going to lose 10 first team players. You know, we've already lost Kiefer, which I'm not overly bothered about, but we're going to lose 10 more players, plus the 5 loanees. So that's 15 players potentially we're going to lose in the summer. And if we haven't got any money, no matter how good,
yeah, but in the summer's done, isn't it? If we lose the loanies in the summer, they're gone. They're gone. The season's over then, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, no, but I could argue then in the summer that based on the short time period that Morrison has had to sort of change it up in a short time frame, we got a longer time frame in the summer to make those changes. And look what he's done in a short time frame, making a difference. Now he's got a bit longer to make those changes. Then he could be more successful. I know we won't keep, if Leeds go down, we won't keep Drama. Drama will go. Doyle's going to go. We might probably keep Hugo. I don't know. Depends on. Is he working?
Trouble is, if Hugo carries on scoring, same with Ikpeazu. If they carry on scoring, they're going to be gone, because their teams will think, well, you know, Cardiff managed to get 8 goals out of him or 10 goals out of him. Let's do what they were doing with him. You know, I think for those two, we're basically we're like there for their teams to see. You know, let's see if another team can get a song out of them, because let's be honest, both of them haven't ripped up bloody
anywhere else.
You know, ripped the ground up in their own clubs, have they? So, you know, was it Ikpeazu where the fans were like celebrating that we got him because he was so shit? And then, you know, he's come in, he's done all right. But to be honest, I watched him play, and I can't remember, was it the Fulham game? There's one game, and he was dog shit. Every touch, he would keep on the ball too long, so he would hold it up fine. But then he couldn't pass to another player. You know, if he tried to get past a player, he'd bloody lose it. It's literally all he could do was hold it up, and there was no other part of his game. And even on the forum, everyone was saying he's dog shit, and he can't do anything. And then suddenly the next game he gets a goal, and he's best thing again.
City love a shit player.
Yeah, yeah.
Leo.
He's like a Leo, isn't he? Leo Fortune West.
Eddie Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but what I was trying to say is, like, if he's made these sort of signings, has made such a difference in a short space of time, given longer, even with a lack of players, perhaps he could do the same in the summer.
He could, but then he couldn't. There's
no, I know, yeah.
It's 50-50, isn't it? Because he didn't know that he could get something out of these players. He didn't know for sure. It's a gamble, isn't it? And I think there's got to be an element of luck to it. If you look at Doyle, couldn't get in a what Hamburg, Bundesliga 2, mid-table, and he couldn't get in their side. He could get in their team. But Bundesliga 2 is well below Championship standard, so
Well, you have to look at Glatzel banging them in for Hamburg.
Well, exactly, yeah. So there's a bit of a gamble, and it's paid off. And I'll give him that. He's made a gamble with some, players that. It's not as if they were bloody setting the world light in their old clubs, and we've gone in with loads of money and said, "Come to us." Every single one of them was struggling. Drama couldn't get a game for Leeds. Doughty was, where's he from? Stoke. Couldn't get in the Stoke side, could he? Hugel and Ikpeazu, who couldn't score for shit in their own. Well, wasn't Hugel already on loan somewhere else? Hadn't he been on loan?
West Brom, isn't it?
Yeah. And Doyle obviously couldn't get in the Hamburg team, and it may be luck, or it may be that Morrison is, a superb coach and man manager, and got more playing. But
pity we couldn't loan you out to another fans forum, Glods.
They couldn't afford me. You wouldn't believe what the Colonel pays me to stay here. An absolute fortune.
Yeah.
But like I said recently, what I've seen so far from our team since January has been good, and I'll give Morrison the benefit of the doubt, but I wouldn't rush into giving him a longer contract. He's got another year, so that it's not the end of the world if it goes tits up. At least we're not going to be paying off the next 2 or 3 years. But
I didn't mind Neil Harris, to be honest.
No, I didn't like Neil Harris at all.
I
was actually saying I prefer Morrison to Neil Harris.
Okay, yeah, I get that. He's doing the same with the youngsters.
The thing with Neil Harris, his record looked better because he had a fit Lee Tomlin, and he's the only, in that 5 years that we had Lee Tomlin, that 6-month period after the first COVID lockdown, a fit Lee Tomlin set the world on fire.
He was superb.
He did nothing before it. He did nothing after it. So I don't think it's down to Neil Harris's good management. I think it was just Lee Tomlin was bored at lockdown, pulled his finger out, got fit, and performed. But then you look at him now. He's in Walsall, isn't he?
Walsall, yeah. You talk about one-man teams. You look at Tottenham and Harry Kane and other teams, be like Newcastle when they had Shearer and all that. But if you think that sort of after the lockdown, we were a one-man team after that, weren't we?
Without doubt.
Lee Tomlin, he was superb.
He got Glatzel scoring, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. He was
Did anyone watch Fulham today?
No. 2-0 with it.
They're a different team.
Yeah,
I can't understand how they're always so good in the Championship, but shit when they get to the Premier League.
Yeah,
that right side.
I think there's a few teams you can go down that route with. West Brom or one of them, Norwich City maybe as well.
You look at, like Mitrovic, what's he scored? Like 35 goals
34.
already?
Yeah,
Sorry,
34, 35. Yeah.
And he's going to probably get to at least 40 at the end of the season. That's phenomenal. That's a record, isn't it?
Takes a
But
piss,
yeah, he gets to the Premier League and doesn't fucking score.
I went on a forum.
Today.
I went on a forum betting and seen he scored 34 goals. I mean, nobody's touching him. Nobody's touching him in the championship. The next second scorer has got 8. That Mitrovic 34, whoever he is, right in second place, joint second place actually, 8 goals. I thought, right, I got 35 grand left. I'm banging it all on him on the fun betting. I'm in.
8,
Yeah.
more than 8.
No. I put on Mitrovic, the guy who scored 34 goals. The guy who was
you
second.
Said the next person. You said the next highest scorer was 8.
Yeah. Then so I definitely banging my mind on Mitrovic, and I. So I had 35,400 credits left, and I thought, right, I'm a shoe in now. Top 10 poster. I'm a shoe in for the greatest bets scorer thing.
Look at that. Colonel's got it there. So Solanke's second with 20.
I'm not now.
That's a hell of a gap, isn't it?
Yeah.
But 20 at this stage of the season is brilliant.
I know.
20.
And Mitrovic got 7 assists as well.
Yeah. I tell you, you watched Fulham today down that right side where they got Nico Williams at right back, and then they got Harry Wilson in front of him. Fuck, a pair of them were outstanding today, Williams and Wilson.
Fuck guys, have you got a Fulham shirt in the house or what?
As crap as audible as it sounds, you look at Wyman and Joel Pirro. Considering how crap Swansea and Bristol City have been this season, they're pretty good statistics for those two. Considering
I'm just thinking, with the playoffs coming up for the World Cup for Wales, with Nico and Harry playing down that right side, pairing up together for the national team they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Someone looking they look 23.
Because they both played for Liverpool kids together as well, didn't they? So they're. We got
a lot of reasons to be cheerful about the Wales future, the squad future. Because I was worried when Bale and Ramsey getting on a bit, but a lot of good youth.
Look at that there. Just go back to that last picture you had there, Colonel. You look just below Harry Wilson on that table. Tom Lawrence. Now he's not featured for us. He's not featured for us since his car accident, is he? I wonder if he'll get another look in.
He got banned against us.
Yeah,
luckily,
3-game ban. Yeah.
Is Brendan Johnson on that list?
He's got to be at
14.
I'm wondering if he's going to have Kiefer's place in the national team.
I wouldn't. Would you play him up front, Brendan Johnson?
Yeah.
He's a winger, isn't he?
But he can play up front as well, though.
I'd rather play
Bale. Danny Ward's up there, for fuck's sake. We let him go on a free. Yes. We let him go on a free, didn't we?
Morrison would get a tune out of him.
He was good for us, Danny Ward, I thought.
I always wondered why he never got more of a chance. He never started, did he? He was always like super sub.
Initially behind Kansas Hull, wasn't he? Initially, and then when we got to the Premier League,
who was that other player we got on loan? The same time we got Ken on loan. What's his
fucking name? What do you mean, Ken? What do you mean, Ken? Ken Saw?
Yeah, the season before that, the guy with the white hair. What's his bloody name?
Fuck.
I think we signed him on. Did we? I think we signed him the same time as Ken, and then we ended up bidding him.
Nice European player. Gloss, by the way. I see Gloss. Nice T-shirt. I got that up on the wall yet.
I have to explain it to every English person I meet, and bear in mind I live in England. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and a lot of them sort of shuffling around, looking uncomfortable when you explain it.
Wait, what's he wearing?
None of them know the history.
No.
My kids do.
Yeah, for English people, 1966 just means about the World Cup as well.
Yeah.
And they got no idea what was happening here. Yeah. Another thing is in the week, 109 million in debt. It was announced, Company's House. And I just want to play devil's advocate and say, we've had 2 promotions. We've had parachute payments. Tan's been here for over a decade and said we'd be debt free in 5 years. Where's the money gone? Where's the money gone?
Wages.
Well, just hold him to his word, really. I think. I mean, nobody's calling us up on the money, are they? No, nobody's saying, right, Cardiff City is in debt now. I mean, we've had some shit luck over the years.
Yeah, we're not in the same boat, are we? It looks damning, doesn't it? Like from the 109 million, you're thinking, Jesus fucking Christ. But I think
It's manageable, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because it's all owed to our actual owner. I think we're lucky to have him at the moment. I personally weren't saying that when we were playing him.
And he's not Russian. He's not Russian.
No. But no, I think we're lucky to have him at the moment. And if he wants to get out or whatever, I don't know.
Correct.
There's rumours about that in there as well.
I don't think anyone's going to buy us at the moment, are they?
Yeah,
no one's going to buy us. Yeah,
we're not appealing. We're not appealing to billionaires. They're not knocking the door down.
Well, we'll see how appealing Chelsea are to other people. If they're not appealing to it, goes to show how much we're not.
Conor McGregor tweeted that he was interested or something. So
I was I know. Yeah.
So someone looked up his wealth and it's like 132 million, and then you can't afford them. They're 3 billion or something.
That's one transfer window for Chelsea, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple of players.
Yeah,
1 or 2 players, isn't it?
Yeah, Havertz and Werner.
Yeah, I think we're lucky to have Tan. I just do sometimes wonder because, there was a time where we were 2 million a month. We were hemorrhaging. I just think, Jesus Christ,
that was around about the first lockdown, wasn't it? And you look. I think you look at some of the players that we've got rid of since then.
Yeah,
you can see why.
Is it because of Warnock? Is Warnock to blame? Did he fleece us?
I don't think he fleeced us. I just think he wasn't very clever in the transfer window. I don't think he was malicious. I just think he was a bit out of his depth. Probably a bit long in the tooth. Didn't really. That's it. Lex Immers. He was the one.
Eisenberg.
Oh yeah.
Lex
I remember
Immers.
he came on and who signed him? Slade, wasn't it? Russell Slade.
Did we have him on loan first, and he did all right, and then we got him on a. We gave him a contract, and he was shit.
Didn't Trollope sign him on a permanent?
I think Slade had him on a
Ricky Lambert
loan, didn't he? And then Trollope on the put him on a proper contract.
I think Warnock got rid of him. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I remember him. Did we beat Brighton 4-1 or 4-0?
I don't know. I can't remember who we played last week, let alone 25 years ago.
And, I remember Chris Hughton was Brighton manager, and we beat him 4-0 or 4-1. And I think Witt scored a penalty, Lex Immers scored 2, and I think Pilkington scored another. And it was absolutely pissing down. It was no one there. It was shit football. We scored by accident under Slade, I felt. But I thought Lex Immers was one of the better players in that side. And that goes to show how crap the.
I think he was quite good though, wasn't he? When we had him on loan, he did all right. And then
Andy Campbell was the same.
Who?
Yeah.
He's good.
What happened to Pilkington? Where's Pilkington playing these days?
He went to.
He retired, I think.
Fleetwood.
He's still playing, isn't he?
Yeah, Fleetwood Town, I think.
Yeah.
I always thought he was good. He always came on and scored as a sub, didn't he?
I like Pilks. I thought he was good in the Warnock in that promotion season. Do you remember he came on against Sheffield United? We were shit, and they battered us, and we were 1-0 down. And they battered us, and he came on and he scored a last-minute equaliser. Brilliant.
But he did that a lot, though, didn't he? In that season, he'd come on and score a late goal.
Yeah.
Pilkington, I thought was Maggie's boy, wasn't he?
Pilkington. No, I think
No, he was after
Solskjaer signed
that.
in. Solskjaer signed
You
in.
sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, pretty sure. You were there in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think Solskjaer signed him when we went down, and then signed him in the. I think he signed like Adrian and players like that, didn't he? Solskjaer in the Championship. Bruno he signed as well, didn't he? In the
yeah. You might be right there.
yeah,
Bruno was awesome.
It's
Awesome.
quality.
Yeah.
But when we had him, he was so underrated, wasn't he? No one really bigged him up at the time.
Was he being played out of position though?
He was a centre back, played right back. Yeah.
At the in that promotion season.
Yeah.
So good.
He was brilliant.
Handsome fucker as well.
Excellent player.
Who's that?
Bruno
Manga.
You had a set of calves on him. We give him a.
Does Sam Hammam have a case?
I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. To be honest, I wouldn't know.
I
personally don't think so. Like, I mean, that's he left in 2006. How the hell does he have a case now?
It's all to do with the presidency thing that Tan offered him, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit of. I mean, he got mugged off. If you owed millions and they say, "Well, here's a life presidency instead," then how was he happy with that? I don't understand.
Narcissist, his ego.
I've heard. Well, I've not heard. I've read on our forum that another forum says that Sam Hammam somehow got more money than Vincent Tan. What? Yeah.
He had fuck all money when he actually was our chairman, Eddie.
He would make us borrow money off him,
pay
it back or something. Yeah.
The whole Langston thing, wasn't it?
Landed us right in the shit for many years.
And that put us. Well, we were minutes or a couple of hours away from going on the shit before Ridsdale got.
Yeah, Steve Davis tells the story of that. Yeah, it was very, very close, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was hoping Steve would come on tonight. I wanted to question him about, Michael Isaac. Does he have a case and stuff like that? Because I don't have a clue. I don't know what Michael Isaac is.
I read what Steve Davis said about he said about reducing the price of the shares or something like that. People had, and he's quite. Whereas, I think Steve.
He made a good point though, didn't he? Because he said that because Tan's loaned more money to the club, and so the share price is diluted. He said if it wasn't for Tan, the shares would be worth fuck all because the club had gone bust. So Isaacs should be grateful that Tan put some money in. Yeah, the value's gone down, but that's the same with any shares in any business.
Yeah, and Steve,
they can fluctuate, can't they? So
and Steve Davis quite right in saying like people who've got quite a lot of shares, as in Steve Bowley, could have kicked up a fuss in the same way as Isaac,
didn't,
but never because they knew it seems like sort of sour grapes or something like
he also said that he went for the chairman's job, didn't he? And
give it to Dalman.
Mehmet got it ahead of him, so he's bitter about that.
Yeah.
That probably, that's probably playing a big part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, and the big one then is Emiliano Sala then as well. There's the third one.
Yeah.
Which
I think we'll probably pay. We'll have to pay it.
Yeah, I think we will.
I think we will. Yeah.
And if we do, I don't think anyone's going to complain about it, are they?
No.
You just got to do what's right.
I don't know. I still think that's a dodgy. We can't say nobody can complain about it.
Well,
we still got it's still all up in the air. The judges in Cardiff Crown Court made their decisions on who's at fault for that, and as far as the airline's concerned, so.
But that's nothing to do with us paying for it. Us paying for it is whether or not he was our player at the time.
Yeah,
which the Court of Arbor, that's been decided for us. Yeah, that's the word I couldn't get out.
Yeah,
arbitration.
I'm thinking. Yeah, and that's the argument: was he our player? And I think they'll say yes.
They know who's to blame. Like you said, it was decided who's to blame. But there's no blame.
It's also how he was killed.
No, but I think
it's always killed. And
makes no
there's
difference to whether or not we have to pay a transfer fee, though.
there's plenty of blame apportionated now for that. So
no, exactly, and I think that's where if we get sold to pay the transfer fee, that's where City will probably then chase insurers and all that sort
Yeah.
of
Claim off the companies.
rigmarole and all that sort of stuff after look.
Well, so why?
Someone's gotta pay, yeah.
Explain to me, boys. Explain to me then why you think City should chase the insurance company for it.
Because
If they
then,
have, if
because then we
City have,
become liable as
Yeah.
the owner of the player.
Okay.
if City
okay.
have to pay, then we'll get someone else to pay us, basically.
Basically,
Right.
we'll say.
So
we
basically,
own him.
if they say that City have to pay because he was a City player, then City will go after
Henderson, presumably.
Henderson, yeah.
who was held to blame for his death, and
He'll
then
go
Henderson
bankrupt.
will have insurance,
and
and it'll
Billy
come off his
McCarthy
insurance.
and all them and whoever the agents and all that stuff.
Is he? Go on.
Hey, I got a
In
quiz.
my eyes, go on. So, go on. Yeah. It's quiz.
But before we go to the quiz, I just want to quickly show this that was put on the forum. Die Hunt going after some bird in a shop. Some girl on Twitter called Chloe said, Die Hunt coming into my work, practically begging to go out for a drink with him, and then giving me a picture of Madonna he drew.
I've got to be fair, that picture's quite good.
I saw that. What I was going to do, I was going to put that on the forum and ask Nozzle if he could draw Madonna.
Come on, Sam.
Because have you ever seen Norris and Die Hunt in the same room?
Shit!
It's because they are the same person. You heard it here first. Headline news. There he is, Norris.
With somebody else.
Zoom in. What's it say on the what's the initials on his jacket? I couldn't work out whose jacket it was.
Jep.
Jep was before, but is that a different one? That one?
Oh, maybe. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, I'm zooming out. Shit. I won't let me zoom in any further. Sorry, no, I can't see the initials there.
I can't remember what it was.
Someone said in the comments. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't find it now.
What thread was it on?
Oh, this is on Twitter.
Oh, that's right. Chloe something, wasn't it?
Yeah. JR. Who the hell is JR?
James
Rowbury.
Oh, yeah, he's Newport's manager.
I know that name. James Rowbury, I know that name.
He's Newport's manager now.
Yeah. James Waite scored for them as well. He used to play for City, didn't he? James Waite scored for them today. Newport.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because before that, you said Jeppo's jacket.
Yeah.
What's he do? Just stand there saying, "Give me your clothes."
Yeah, he must do. Because I saw him. He was wearing that when I saw him at the Peter Whittingham Memorial outside the stadium. No, it was Salah.
I remember that photo. Yeah,
he was telling everyone conspiracy theories about who really took the plane down and who's really behind it and stuff. And people were trying to mourn.
I bet he's wearing Neil Warnock's underpants.
He's mad, isn't he, Diane? People don't like sitting at he's like got legendary status at the club, but people don't like sitting near him.
I was sitting near him in the Bob Bank when I was younger.
He's had loads of times.
Oh,
when we got promoted against Reading, ran on the pitch. So I was in the canteen, ran on the pitch. It was boiling that day, and ran to obviously after the final whistle, everyone invaded the pitch. First person to grab me, I was there like that. It was fucking Diane. Oh my god!
You want to be careful. He's not listening to this, boys, and you'll all be put on the list.
On the list.
I was on the Cardiff City message board. I was put on the list.
Yeah.
One of the Cardiff City 12 CCMB.
Is that the hit list?
Oh yeah, the list. No, the list, isn't it? The list.
Yeah, I was one of the 12. Yeah.
Fucking hell, what's he like?
Every club got one of them.
Gloss Blue, every time I see you on these live streams, are you losing more and more hair?
I've never had any hair. I haven't had hair for about a decade.
So
That,
no.
is that farm life? Farm life does that to you, mate.
No, it's age. Shit genes. Then my dad for that, he's bald.
Cardiff C4 and back on YouTube, says Matthew Wilson. Yay. Wilton. Sorry, mate. Good to be back. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for watching. Stanty's posted a comment. I'm not going to put it on the screen because that would ruin one of the quiz questions, which is coming up. But which one of you wants to take this quiz? There's 10 questions.
Yeah,
I'll have a go. I'll have a go if you don't mind. Yeah. Please, Mr. Colonel.
Said yes. I'll tell you what, I'll just do the quiz and whoever shouts out the answer.
Oh, this one's arguments.
Fun quiz.
Fun quiz.
Glasgow's going to be adamant that his microphone is not coming through quick enough, like in the last quiz about 2 years ago.
That was about 3 years ago. That was your fucking time delay.
3 years ago.
Can you see... yeah, fuck it, I'll just say yes. Can you see the full screen?
Yes.
Can you see this question?
Cardiff are 19 points clear of the relegation zone.
False.
True or false?
True.
False.
False.
Knuckles said true. Ross, false, and Gloss said false.
18.
Let's click false.
18.
True.
Fuck's
sake.
Yeah, it's 18. It is 18 points.
Oh, come on.
All right, next question. How many goals have Cardiff conceded in the last 3 games?
2.
We lost 2, and then we won 1 against Derby. Then which I called.
2.
Oh no, we
conceded
3. 3.
3 is the answer, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck's sake, man.
That's 2 to me.
Yeah, because we lost 1-0 against Fulham, and then we beat Derby 1-0, and then QPR scored 1 against us. So there you go. Okay, next question. True or false? Both of today's goalkeepers, Smithies and Marshall, are celebrating their birthday today. So true or false?
False.
And they were both wearing number 25. True.
False.
All right, 2 people are saying false.
I say false, yeah.
It's true.
I'm too busy keeping one eye on the Welsh Snooker Open semi-final, see.
All right, next question. Question number 5. Perry NG is how old? Can you see the options?
No.
10.
21, 22, 23, or 25?
3.
23 as well.
22. I'll go 22.
All right, well, 2 people said 23, so I'll say 23. He is, in fact, 25.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
He looks 5.
Well.
You always think he's one of the kids, don't you? He's just...
Yeah.
True or false? Ikpeazu's goal against Derby came in the 85th minute.
True.
True.
It is true.
We had the 1 in 90 chance of it in that right there.
Tommy Doyle has scored 1 goal for us since signing, but who was it against? Blackpool, Coventry, Peterborough, or Huddersfield?
Huddersfield. Nuggles says Huddersfield.
Huddersfield.
Yeah,
Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done. Okay, here comes question
Top 10
8.
poster, night. Top 10 poster.
Leandro Bacuna has not played for Cardiff in 2022. Is that true or false?
I'll go false.
True.
2 people are saying true. It is true.
Yeah. me and Groz are winning this.
Question 9. Our top goal scorer of the season in all competitions is Aidan Flint, Mark Harris, Ruben Colville, or Kiefer Moore.
I reckon it's Ruben Colwell now.
Aidan Flint.
Colwell.
Oh, we got 2. We have 2 for Flint.
Flint.
And the answer is Ruben Colwell.
For fuck's sake!
Which is what Stanty posted, and I couldn't say that.
Yeah, it don't count for people that's not on the video. So if they're not on the video link, they not right.
Yeah, well, Stanty answered that question before it even came up. So well done. You can see the future. And the final question, true or false? Will Volks has played more games this
True.
season than Curtis Nelson.
Yeah, I'll go true with that.
Will Volks played more than Curtis
Okay.
Nelson?
Uh-huh.
False.
That's the first one I got wrong.
Well, you would have won a car. Unlucky.
Well, I got every single one wrong there, didn't I?
Can I just chuck a random question in you, boys?
Yeah, we'll go for it.
My missus is a midwife. She has delivered 2 Cardiff City footballers' babies over the years. Would anyone like to
False.
take a guess? No, that is true. She's delivered 2 Cardiff City footballers' players. Babies over the years.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, random. You get West. Get one of them. You get a point. Get one of them. Get a point.
Okay, Isaac Davis.
I'll give you a clue now. My missus has been midwife for about 15 years.
No,
Hang on. Are you saying she's delivered?
Yeah,
one of
she
the players'
delivered 2 Cardiff.
babies?
She's delivered 2 Cardiff City footballers' babies.
Oh,
Yeah, they're babies. Right,
not
okay.
Cardiff City footballers who became.
Who's
Yeah.
got kids?
No.
in the-
No.
Yeah. Has Morrison got kids?
One player. I'll give you a clue. One player is currently in the squad, and one player is retired.
Oh, I see. Right. Jeez.
And she's been to both their houses. And the current player, she when she questioned him and asked what he does for a living as part of their thing, and he said, "I play for Cardiff City." She asked him foolishly, "You play for the youth team?" And it's not.
Is it MG?
I'll go Shaw Morrison.
Negative. No.
I don't even know anyone who's got kids in the bloody current team.
The retired player is a legend for Cardiff.
Wits.
No.
Super Kev.
Yes, that's one of them.
Kev.
He had his baby delivered in the Heath Hospital
Cool.
at the time.
And there's one.
At the time.
And there's one currently playing in
Yes.
our squad.
Yes.
Player position.
Rules.
The R's, Stephen, Mrs. R knew the answer to this because I told them when it happened. The current squad player.
Surely this is breach of patient confidentiality, isn't it? Caldecott Guardians.
To be honest,
It is.
it may be so. It may be so. Right, I tell you what. The player in question was fucking sound as a pound. It's all right. It's not really in the breach. It's not really a breach. It's not fucking dog. That's all it is.
For it.
No. My missus gets fucking. She comes home with chocolates, fucking whiskey, blah blah blah, gin, fucking whatever. She got called a
Flint.
no. His name was mentioned in one of the Colonel's quiz questions earlier.
Nelson.
No.
I just can't imagine the players having kids. It's unreal.
I don't get involved, so I don't want to.
My missus generally thought. My missus went to his house in Dinas Powys and generally thought he was a youth player. She said, "What do you do for a living?" He said, "I play for Cardiff City." She said, "What, for kids?" He went, "No, youth team, man." That's all I needed to give her.
What position? Let us know what position.
Plays for Cardiff City. All you know.
What
A proper first team regular. So you know. Yes, Will Vokes.
Jesus, he's got kids. Wow. Oh, there you go. Stanty answered it as well. folks. He also said Cav.
Graham Kavanagh.
Yeah, I don't think Cav still plays for us, Stan.
No, he did answer that to the first one. To be fair.
Actually, the Graham Kavanagh question is good. Is a good little in between the Cardiff City thing. Isn't there nobody on a rating of 1 out of 10 that would Graham Kavanagh? Graham Kavanagh was a consistent 7 out of 10, wasn't he? Do you reckon anyone could beat him?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I was only younger.
Who?
Kavanagh, Graham Kavanagh. From all I remember,
Yeah.
Younger.
He was a genuine. He would always perform 7 out of 10. Would you reckon?
Yeah. From what I remember, yeah.
Is there anyone from any of our former squads that would give that sort of performance?
Yeah, I can give you one.
Wait.
He's injury stricken. Ricky Shimika.
Oh yeah, man.
Fucking pop, yeah. All right, I give that pops. I give that.
I reckon Ricky Shimika was more 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
8?
Yeah, he was quality. Ricky Shimika.
Okay, but don't forget after Black Friday. Remember that stupid Black Friday sale? Kavanagh went on. He went on to Wigan. Went on to play in the Premier League as well for Wigan. And that what's his name? Anyone? The Wigan manager? Anyone?
He ended up managing Derby.
Yeah. What's his fucking name?
I know what you mean.
Oh,
yeah. The worst record with Derby in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I know you mean.
He actually done right with Wigan Athletic, didn't he?
Yeah, they signed Ernie at Derby as well.
No.
In the Premier League they did, yeah. I can't remember his name.
I know.
Yeah.
Someone tipped my tongue. Unlike my Mrs. Foof.
No, but you thinking players would give 7 out of 10? Who are constantly, but his players who give 7 out of 10, or who give the effort, you say a 7 out of 10 every time. But in terms of quality, you would say Witt's definitely one.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
I'd agree with Cav. I would say Ricky Shimika for me. A lot of people would say Steve McPhail, but he got quite a bit of grief.
Do you know what? The more documentaries I watch, not watch, but read on football's, what's it called? Fucking
this is
online books. Online. Sorry, Colonel. Online books. What do you call it? Right, the online books company, maybe Amazon or something. Right. The football people in the know says Steve McPhail was one of the best passers in midfield ever.
You see, Whitnam, he came in for quite a bit of criticism towards the, before he was sent off to Blackburn, didn't he? He was getting booed off sometimes. I was disgusted. But he was
booed off?
I don't remember that.
Booed off in Blackburn?
Yeah, Whittingham. I know. Legend.
Like Blackpool got right to boo a midfielder off of his quality.
I think the manager you're trying to remember is Paul Jewell.
That's the one. That's him, Paul Jewell. Well done, bruv. Well done. I fucking knew it. Paul Jewell, that's the one.
Helps.
And it says it on the screen. Stanley's said he's been saying it for ages.
Well, tell him to come on and tell us face to face, and Stanley will know us.
He's not feeling well.
I don't remember being booed off down the city. I remember when sort of Warnock was trying to phase him out. I remember being quite sort of sad in a way, as in I always felt like he had more to offer.
For who?
Yeah. Whittingham.
Because he left last season when Warnock came in, didn't he? So Warnock came in like the October, and he got sort of phased out. I remember like Warnock specifically didn't play him for some reason when he went.
He was out of favour.
Yeah, he was, but he scored against his Warnock's first game against. He scored a penalty against Bristol City in his first game. We beat him. Saul Bamber came on, scored, and Witt scored the penalty.
Well, you've got a good memory for that sort of thing, haven't you?
Well, for me, Whittenham's got to be his best season is the championship top scorer season. I can't remember what year it was, but he was linked. He was apparently linked to a few clubs, wasn't he? But he finished. If that's a year, that's a year, and he finished top scorer that year. Banging player.
Played on the left of midfield.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, out of position.
Yeah.
What was that his position? You know?
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get a statue or a stand named after Whittingham?
I hope so. I hope so.
We should do. We should do.
I hope so. I think he deserves it. And I think it's sort of wanted by the fans as well. And even if he was sort of still with us, kind of like he was so humble. I was thinking about it earlier, actually. Even before this call, I was thinking about like what I don't know. I was watching players who celebrate and they go, you know, what's name? He was so humble. He didn't even celebrate a goal.
Yeah, the most spectacular goals as well.
Yeah, and it's like he didn't even say. I went to Leicester away in the playoff semi-final. He pinged in the free kick when we were in our yellow kit. And he just stood there. I was like, "That's amazing!" I remember it. The stand was rocking the City fans. It was amazing. That's the best goal I've ever seen.
And that Leicester, you talking about the Leicester away game 1-0, yeah?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That knock on when they hit the post. I mean,
it was unbelievable. And like he just stood there, didn't he? He was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just some sweet things in football, and there's sweet things in football. Hit that post. In off a post, that was as sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, I don't think the club will do anything. I think they've left it too long now.
Not without pressure from the fans, and the fans are not putting pressure on.
Perfect time would, because obviously it happened during lockdown, didn't it? Perfect time would have been as soon as the fans were back in, name a stand after him, make a big deal about it, get his family down at the stadium and all that sort of stuff. But they did nothing. What was it? What did they do on a round of applause or something? That was about it, wasn't it? It was fuck all.
And you know,
but it's also one of them things where he probably wouldn't want himself, would he, as a player?
No,
judging by the way you know.
You're right. You know,
but still, whether he wants it or not, you know, we got to commemorate him somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's the best way to do as a Cardiff City fan then?
I think as Cardiff City, I think it's. Oh, sorry, I just seen the face of the fella when that video paused. He was just like crowd surfing in the middle of it. But I think as City fans, in general, I don't think we appreciate a player until they leave. If you know what I mean. Yeah. So I mean, we talk about McPhail being a brilliant player, but I remember getting booed and like sort of being bitched about. We talk about Wits and all that, like how many players sort of bitched about him. I think we're getting to a point now with Joe Rawls that actually fans are thinking, we really like this player now. We've never really got to
taken 10 years. You know, he's been consistent for the last at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
but we still got people on the message board now saying he shouldn't be offered a new contract.
Yeah.
I haven't. I myself haven't seen that.
It's because he's not a technical player, because he's not, you know, that creative midfield maestro. People think we should get rid of him, but for what he does it fucking well.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know who we missed that people didn't realise we missed? Was Gunnarsson.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. Massive holes left.
We've got Tommy Doyle now, who is, I wouldn't say he's better or whatever. He's just moved
more creative,
I think. Energy role. And it's like, look what we've been sort of missing, and and that's the gap that was never filled after he left. Like Warnock never filled it after he left, and we signed, Volks and all those players, and Warnock signed, and Harris never re-signed the player, and then Mick McCarthy and all that. Now we've got a player like that. We're thinking, you know what, we needed that, but we had him in sort of Gunnarsson for years, and we didn't really we did appreciate him, but
I know what you mean. He was never really bigged up about it. It was just, he's in our team sort of thing. But Rawls is the same.
Exactly.
He's there.
Yeah, exactly.
No one. He's no one's favorite player. He's not the superstar. He's not the guy that everyone gets written on the back of their shirt.
No.
But without him, we're a lot worse than when we got him.
Yeah.
But when he was injured a couple of weeks ago, we struggled without him.
Yeah. And I think we struggle now. I think our midfield is so, I wouldn't say weak. I just think we've got our best three, and we know who our best three are now is Wintle, Doyle, Walls. We discussed Volks earlier. We could put a shift in, and we discussed whether he should be given a new contract and other bits as a squad player, and he puts an effort in, but I don't think he sort of has the quality of those three. And it beats me why Wintle went out on loan. Why the hell?
He's been awesome.
That was really bad business, wasn't it?
Yeah,
buying a player and then sending him out on loan, and he's better than. Well, apart from maybe Rawls, he was better than everything else we had in midfield.
Yeah.
You just got to look now. Pack is on the bench, but Pack hasn't been in the side since. He's not been on the pitch since, has he? And Bakuna, he can't even get in the fucking squad now, can he? He's not even in the matchday squad. Thank fuck.
Fuck Bakuna. How the fuck did that? How did he get a contract then, boys?
He did play too bad at some point, did he? Yeah.
No, I've never seen him put in a good performance.
Oh,
maybe I'm just biased, but
in Mick's first sort of stint as that sort of good row of games that Mick had, he played quite well from what I remember. I couldn't give you specifics. I remember he pinged two in. One was a worldie, but I think it might have been Derby. We beat him 4-0, I think.
I just can't get past when Neil Harris played him as a right back and he was dog shit. And we were just conceding. Was it like 6 or 7 or 8 or something matches on the trot we lost, and then we'd win a few matches, so he kept his job, and then we'd lose a load of matches again. But right back he was.
Who's that? Neil Harris.
Bakuna.
Yeah, I remember we lost 5 in a row, then we won 4 in a row, then we lost another 5 in a row.
Something like that.
Yeah. Then we took on Mick, and he won loads in a row, given him the contract, and then he went to shit. Yeah. But I'm quite positive this is not going to happen. I know we discussed it earlier. I'm quite positive this won't happen with Steve Morrison.
Yeah.
I think he is sort of he seems quite progressive as a manager. I think anyway. Just I'm not trying to.
One of my big concerns is, there was such when he got the job, there was such a big deal he made about playing the right way, passing. Which we did do to start with, and it wasn't that effective, and that's why we were losing games. And we have gone back to a more direct, little bit hoofball, more counter-attack, which there's nothing wrong with counter-attack. I quite like that. It's great to watch when you're winning, but, like a game like today, we could have quite easily lost, and it would have been a shit match if we'd lost. You know what I mean?
Right. You're quite right. We should have been.
You tolerate it because you're winning, but if you're losing and not playing particularly well, it's not fun to watch, is it?
It ain't. But I look back at like the game against sort of Huddersfield, and I don't know whether we sort of learned a lesson from that. Whereas we played really well against Huddersfield, and they're top side at the moment.
Yeah.
Huddersfield, they 18 unbeaten or whatever it is, and we battered them that first. We should have been about 3 or 4-0 up. That first half.
Who's
And
this
then we
cup
went
in his
1-0 up,
ears?
and we went 1-0 up, and we sort of tried to shithouse our way to a 1-0 win, and it backfired.
Yeah.
And I
Look,
don't know.
have a look at this video a sec. Who's this cup? One of our players is cup in his ears to the QPR fans. Who is that?
So,
What at the to the
What's
left
now?
of Colwell?
is that Perry?
Oh, is it Davis, isn't it?
Hugel? Is it Hugel?
What's everyone? What's all I can see is
Well,
the
number 9.
stats.
Yeah, it's number 9. Hugel. Yeah. He played
Cup
for
in his
I
ears.
go.
didn't he? He played
I
for
go.
QPR, didn't he?
What a legend.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh, he must have been getting some stick during the game then.
What a free kick that was, mine.
Yeah,
Bloody
beauty. We haven't had a good free kick taker since Tomlin.
I didn't even realise that Colwell was a free kick taker until today.
You know what? I always thought, even when he played for us, David Marshall, you hit a free kick on target, it's in. I thought he was a great goalkeeper, but I thought he was poor at free kicks.
He was a shot stopper, wasn't he?
Yeah, I always thought you could.
But we always tend to have good shot stoppers, but they tend to be shit at distribution. You know, when was the last time we had a keeper that was really good at getting the ball out, getting it to a bloody player's feet?
I think Smithies is okay, but I won't say great. I'm not talking sort of Edison or Allison sort of.
I know recently he's been hoofing it again, but at the start of Steve Morrison's tenure, and Smithies was playing it out to the back five, one of the back five, and they tippy-tappy around themselves, and then it gets passed back to him, and then a striker's almost on him, and it's always a bit touch and go, and then he hoofs it forward. He's never been really good at just passing it out from the back, but then it doesn't help that the defenders in front of him can't fucking pass either. So,
well, yeah,
it's not all his fault.
What it is, isn't it? You got. I don't know. I think we have missed Sean Morrison. To be fair, after that injury a couple of weeks back, I thought we were looking really good. I can't remember who we played. We looked bloody great.
Would you renew his contract?
Didn't somebody mention that on the forum the other day? Someone got mentioned that Steve Morrison's speaking to him about a new contract.
Would you though, if you were Steve Morrison, would you offer him a new contract?
Sean Morrison.
Yeah.
How old is he? Is he 30?
31.
I'd offer him a new contract.
How old are you, Goswell? Are you 31?
Oh, I won't be 31 for a few years yet, mate. Only 25. Would you offer him a new contract with the captain's armband, or just call him captain?
I would say so.
No.
I think he'd deserve it. You don't think so, Nuggles?
No, I'm old school. I am, bruv. Like Neil Warnock. That sort of manager you want to sort us out. I mean, we didn't do bad under Warnock, did we?
No, about Sean Morrison, not Steve.
Fuck Morrison.
Did
I get cut off? Yeah, did I get cut off somewhere in between there?
Yeah, we said, would you offer Sean Morrison a new contract?
No, I wouldn't. No, I give Neil Warnock his job back.
No, Sean Morrison, the defender.
Fucking hell, what you been smoking, you?
Oh, Sean Morrison.
Get off the THC, mate.
Right, him? Why are we even talking about him? Why is he being fucking offered the job here? Oh, no. Fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid decision.
Our defender.
That's a stupid.
Our defender, Sean Morrison. Would you offer him a contract as a defender, not as a manager, as a defender?
Well, as a defender, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Nothing to have been a manager.
I mean,
right, I thought we were talking about managers. Right, Sean Morrison as a defender, yeah, I'll give him probably a year. I'll give him another run-off for year contract.
As captain, or would you?
No.
Someone else?
No, give it to somebody else. He's not doing the fucking job, is he? Let's be honest.
He's injured.
Fucking advice. Jeez, I know. You're making it really hard work for me, yeah? It didn't have to be that. Right. I'll give Sean Morrison I'll give Sean Morrison another 1-year contract. I will not give him another contract on the captain's armband.
Okay.
And
I want Neil Harris back.
Neil Warnock.
Yeah, I'll have Neil Warnock back. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, bosh. There we go.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a goalie.
No, I would. Personally, I would. I'd give him another contract. I wouldn't give him more.
Who are you talking about?
I wouldn't give him more than. So I say I wouldn't give him like no. You just said 1 year. I'd probably give him a couple of years. Because defenders. You look at Flint. Flint's a couple of years older. I don't think Flint's a better defender than him. So why are we
all banging on about Sean Morrison? What's he done? What has he done? He's a half-decent defender. He's a B-Tech. He's a B-Tech Mark Hudson. That's all he is.
You just said you'd give him a contract.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, I was under fire a bit there, Colonel. I was under fire a bit there.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about what players we're going to keep and which we wouldn't keep.
Okay. So I'll give a contract depending on how much salary he's on.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
He's a
what, you going off FIFA? You going off FIFA 22? How much is he on? Anyone know?
I don't know. I'm not privy to Cardiff City.
Well, it would have to be the right price.
Well, yeah. But if it was the right price, I'd give him another contract for a couple of years.
Now what should that be, Pops?
No, 10 grand a year. 10 grand a year. 10 grand a week. I don't know.
Nobody knows. That's my point. I don't know. So how can we be collected on offering him a contract if we don't know how much he's on?
As a player, would you offer him a new contract, or would you let him go? The amount he's on
at his age, I would say let him go. It's sad to say that. It's like letting Aaron Gunnison go. Do you know what I mean? It's the same sort of thing. Replacement? I got no answer to that.
You have got an answer. You said you'd get rid of him. You said you'd keep him. You said you'd bring in Neil Warnock.
Oh yeah, bring in Neil Warnock. Yeah. Not to play in his position though. Yeah.
Who wants to watch who wants to watch my Uche video that I made one more time?
Anything.
Go on. What do you mean one more time, boss? What do you mean one more time? I've never seen the first time.
Well, here you go. You're in for a treat. Popeye leaves the room.
I've seen it. Wicked.
Uki, do you taller? Uki, do you taller? Uki. Hehe. What the? What's he doing?
There's no sound.
What's he doing? He can actually fucking score goal, this boy. Nice. Push. Get in there, son. Yeah, man.
I put that on Twitter and they took it down for copyright infringement.
Your song?
That's a Premier League for you, Colonel. That's a Premier League for you.
Well, it's the Football League, and they
and them.
I've appealed it though. I had another video on YouTube. Do you remember that one I did about the video I did about that tackle that Ampadu did, and he got, I think it was red carded, and it wasn't a bad tackle. That got taken down off YouTube, and I appealed it, and it got reinstated. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping this one on Twitter gets put back. It's probably too late now, though. But yeah, funny old game, isn't it? And I don't know. I gotta say, I can't stand doing quizzes anymore. I hate looking for questions for the quizzes. It does my head in. It took me like an hour and a half just to get them 10 questions earlier for the quiz. I'm the worst at doing quiz questions.
How many people are still watching on the forum?
Should we have a look at the forum?
Yeah. I'll throw a random quiz question in there. Who scored the most goals for Cardiff City? Carl Dale or Chris Pike?
Carl Dale.
There we go. Oh, I generally don't know the answer to it. The Colonel's going to have to look for it, and I'm sure the forum boys are going to dig deep.
Sorry, I had to go for a wee.
Go.
Neil Warnock, central defender, says broke through. Shall I have a search? Shall I for who is Cardiff City's? What am I searching for?
Chris Pike was Gareth Bale's uncle, if I remember right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
so who is it between?
Do you remember that,
Cardiff and
boys?
Chris Pike?
Yeah. Do you remember 1991? What a fucking season. Them two boys.
I was 2.
Carl Dale scored 103 goals. He is the 5th.
He's my first Cardiff City hero. He's the first Cardiff City striker I remember. Carl Dale.
Yeah.
Popeye, that's very gay. Phil Stant is everyone's hero. You should know that by now.
I was born in like 1989. I can't really remember. You know.
You were born in 1989.
Yeah.
You're a puppy, man. You're a puppy. You don't even know who the 4th division is, do you? You don't know who the 4th division is.
Of course I do. Of course I do. That's when I started watching it. My dad forced me to go down there.
Mrs. R says that quiz book I got for Steve for Christmas was crap. Oh, right. I was hoping that'd be good. I was going to pinch all the questions out of it.
He's on that list there, Colonel.
Hey?
Is Witt's the top ranked
Yeah,
midfielder?
he's number 9 in the all-time scorers list. That was
top ranked. Is that Peter Whittam? Is it really?
Pop, Ross, what are you saying, mate?
So is all the rest of them, like obviously Ernie, Brian
fucking hell, it is not.
Carl Dale, John Toshak, Huey Ferguson, they're all strikers. I'm guessing
Christ.
Wicks is the top ranked midfielder.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Len Davis.
No,
King, I don't know.
Striker.
But yeah,
Peter
it looks
King
like it.
What was that season that Wicks got championship top scorer?
09.
10, 9, 10, I say.
Have done that.
Who's that now? Who's talking? Who's talking with an English accent there now? Who's that? My screen's all fucked up now. I can't go back to see who's talking.
What'd you say, Glass?
Just saying, there's not many midfielders who end up as championship top scorer.
No, it's an incredible record, that, isn't it? 96 goals.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable player he was. Unbelievable.
Record transfer fee paid. Emiliano Sala, 15 mil. Not been paid yet, technically.
Yeah. Gary Medel.
Could I go back?
And look at the
Jordan match.
That's received 6 million. Where's what's his face on that list? Zahor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Bobby Reid. What did we get for Bobby Reid? That was
Bobby Reid. Yeah, it's a good point. Good points, boys. We could probably we fucking shit out and didn't ask for any of that amount. Probably let him go for about fucking 100 Deutschmarks or something. No, to be
How
fair,
do we get back? Does anyone know reset my screen so I can get back to seeing you beautiful bastards?
I have no idea.
No. Perhaps I have to come back out and go back in. You know?
I got to be fair though, Bobby Reed. No, I know we. Then we sold him to Fulham again, which is more or less the same fee or whatever it was. I think he's done okay for him, hasn't he? Fulham.
They seem to like him.
Yeah.
He only seems to have a bit part to play though, doesn't he? Like he only comes on as a sub, really. He's never going to replace. He's never going to replace Mitrovic as their main striker, is he?
Oh no.
They only play with one up front.
No. I think he's done better for them, or he's put more effort in for Fulham than he ever did for us, mind.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I got a feeling that Bournemouth might have looked at Kiefer Moore as in their Mitrovic.
Nah, yeah.
I got a feeling that's who they thought he would be, and sort of for us, he probably would have. He probably was last season, wasn't he? For us, you know, he was powerful, wasn't he? And he was like It got to a point though where every time he went up for a header, he got given a fucking yellow card, even though he didn't touch it.
Yeah, it took the piss, didn't it? Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore.
I got pissed off at that.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything without getting a yellow.
Yeah.
And then the opposite with Morrison, he gets climbed on in the box and nobody ever gives him a free kick.
And I got I had a comment I replied to, was it Pop and Ponty? And he said, are we better with or without him? I think he put a thread up yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think Kiefer Moore this season, obviously better off without him because of the way he's been. But you have to wonder if we had the Kiefer Moore from last season in this squad, what we'd be like.
Yeah, he was distracted by the big bucks of big teams, wasn't he? Yeah, he was never really our player.
Yeah.
I was quite interested to see how he would do at Bournemouth, but I don't know how long is he out for. He got a broken foot, hasn't he?
Up till the end of the season, isn't he?
Is it?
That's the thing. No, I don't want to laugh at players' injuries because it's Wales as well. You know, it's Wales sort of getting sort of distracted by it. He plays well for Wales. He plays well for Wales, Kiefer Moore, to be fair, and he's played well for Wales this year. He scored against Czech Republic, didn't he, in October?
Yeah.
You know, we need he scored away. Or I can't remember which game it was. So I'd never wish injury on a player, even though I was pissed off with him putting up the transfer form in and transfer request, and all that.
Certainly not a Welsh national player, anyway.
No.
Kiefer scored against Belgium, didn't he, in November, last November?
Yeah, exactly. So I'd never wish ill on a Welsh player. Never.
If Harry Kane fell off a cliff.
Jesus Christ, because we lucky to fucking be able to know that there's a Welsh team may be able to qualify for the tournament.
I wonder if that game will go ahead. Is that playoff going ahead now?
Yeah, exactly.
Scotland's been delayed.
Ukraine's delayed.
We're playing the finalists of them, aren't we?
Who knows?
Scotland and Ukraine.
Who knows?
We got Austria first.
Yeah, we've got to beat Austria first. It is me saying, we're playing finalists of them. We've got to beat Austria first, but it's the winner of Scotland and Ukraine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Ukraine won't be up for that game at the moment, will they?
Well,
I think Scotland will probably get a bye, won't they?
Delayed it last week. So,
but even still, I saw something on.
You say that, but Anis will probably go to Ukraine and he'll show up support for the boys. Yeah, he'll write the book probably, knowing him.
I was saying I saw something on the internet yesterday that the Ukrainian football team have already lost 2 players. As in 2 players have been killed defending.
Shit.
One was 21, the other was 20. So
God bless them.
There's no chance that Scotland's going to be playing them anytime soon. if ever. I don't think it's going to happen, is it?
I've seen the Sheriff FC manager, the Moldova side. He's Ukrainian, isn't he? They beat Real Madrid in the Champions League group stages.
Yeah.
Did anyone put a bet on that on the forum credits fun bet
Well,
for Real Madrid to lose against that team?
I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Well, there's a couple of-
Probably the Colonel done it. Probably the Colonel done it. He's fucking quids in again, ain't he?
Like a Putin's bitch tits there.
like the nips.
What's he thinking? Look, he's trying so hard, isn't he? That must be about 15 years ago now, because he's nearly 70.
You're not still within your 6-year liability, are you, to be called back up? I fucking am.
I posted a video on here. I'm looking for a video I posted on here earlier. There's some mad footage coming out of Ukraine.
I know.
It's
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah. You're on about like ceasefires that's not gone to plan to allow people to evacuate, which hasn't gone to plan. And
oh, really? It's not going to plan.
It was a ceasefire to evacuate all the refugees.
Yeah. From the city they took over.
It hasn't gone to plan because fucking Russia are firing at the refugees as they're trying to leave.
Yeah. And look at this.
There's an ITV news crew that have got, or it might be a Sky News crew, got footage. Yeah. They were trying to leave and they came under fire. And they call them Russian death squads. Basically, they're ambushing vehicles trying to leave the country and just firing rounds at them. So these reporters were getting fired at.
Sky News
pulled over, got out and said, we're press. One of them got shot. You could hear the fucking rounds pinging over them.
The journalist, yeah,
they got dragged into a building by a couple of bloody warehouse workers as refuge, and luckily they managed to get out, with the help of the police under night sort of cover.
Yeah,
but
crazy. Yeah, the Russians don't give a fuck.
No, I read the story on
killing innocent civilians leaving now. They don't give a fuck.
I read a story on BBC News earlier that Russian citizens are leaving Russia to get into Finland because of the threat of martial law within Russia now.
Yeah, good shout. Well done.
I was heading in it.
Yeah, this is a Russian helicopter getting shot down. That's just unreal.
It's quality, isn't it?
I mean, I assume that's a heat-seeking missile.
That's a fucking banging. That's banging, that is. That's hammer.
Crazy stuff.
Shoot that bastard down.
Hey, I used to control helicopters for a living. That probably wouldn't be good for me if I was controlling that.
Oh, shit. No. So you could still get called up, could you?
No, you wouldn't. He's too old now. He's too old now. He's a Cardiff City fan. He's too old.
Aren't you on the regular reserve
list?
I've
got a 6-year liability now, so I can get called up within the next years. So that's what I said.
Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. You're too old.
No.
I'm 32.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Mine only expired 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, but in Ukraine, was it 18 to 60s?
18 to 60, yeah. You can't leave the country.
That's like
it's
holiday, isn't it? The club 18 to 60.
It's mental. All these Ukrainian Cardiff City fans here.
That video is nuts. That Indian journalist.
Yeah, he shot with the wrong guy.
Well, what did he do? What did he do?
I'm not playing it now. It's just an Indian guy shouting mostly, but he shouted
just
with the wrong guy.
The Indians, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, quite arrogant. Yeah.
No, I mean, like we're not getting involved. I don't know any more than like, even if I was still in the Navy, I wouldn't know any more than anybody else would on the news anyway. Like, it is.
Who's still in the Navy? Who's in the Navy?
Well, it used to be. I was in the Navy until December. Just gone when I left.
Splot die posting pro-Russian stuff in a war thread.
Nah.
Dodgy day. Lecter loves giving him a hammering.
Oh yeah, I love that. I do. I It made me laugh. I looked at the lottery wins this morning. I woke up about 6:30 this morning. I went through it all, and he'd given Splot die grief for getting 13 tickets instead of his 10.
He actually bought 21 tickets and won 13 times.
You can tell he was cheating. I think the next closest was about 20 grand less than him in winnings.
Thing is, though, it made me laugh, though. He spent 50 grand on a ticket or whatever it was, on 50 grand in terms of credits. Then he would have won 2,000 credits on the lottery. It's like, what? Because of the reset. So,
they're saying Putin looks a bit blotchy and what they said, bloated.
I've seen quite a few reports where people have looked at him and thought that they think he may have some sort of terminal illness like cancer or something like that, because he has bloated up so much recently in a really short time frame as well.
68.
So that's why he's going for it now towards the end of his life.
Literally, yeah. He's got nothing to lose because he's dying anyway. He might as well fucking take half the world with him, or the whole world with him.
I remember when I went to Syria in 2014, and we were actually working with the Russians at the time. Actually working with them because it was something called Oprexia. You can search for it. It's all thing. I was on HMS Diamond, and we were on an operation called Oprexia, Operation Removal Chemical Weapons from Syria. Is when the Syrian president bombed his own people with chemical weapons, sarin gas. And we were working with the Russian ships, actually, but it weren't well known in the media. We were working with them because, we wouldn't work with the Russians. So this was 2014. This was years ago. But we were working with them at the time to help remove those chemical weapons. And what we were doing was sort of work in Syria. And then what we do, we have a break and we go into Cyprus, Limassol in Cyprus.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd go in, and there'd be Danish ships and Norwegian ships, and we'd go in and we'd be okay, whatever. And I remember there was one night in particular, I was on the flight deck of the ship before, like, people would go out on the piss or go out clubbing or go out shopping or whatever for restaurants. And there was a couple of Russian sailors from their ships came over, and they came over to us and they said, excuse me, have you got any food? I'm like, what? Have you got any food? He's like, yeah, we're starving. They don't feed us. Yeah, it's just like the ship just doesn't feed us. It's like
fucking hell.
Yeah, they were like begging for food.
Jesus
loads of them.
Christ.
Yeah, there's loads of them. Yeah, Russian ships asking us for fucking food. Yeah.
There's loads of videos like that. Now you see these captured Russian, really, really young, sort of 18, 19-year-old squaddies who've been captured, and they haven't eaten for 3 or 4 days. And the Ukrainian women are feeding them and then getting their phones and calling their parents and getting the lads to explain to their parents what it's really like. Because obviously in Russia, they're being told that it's an exercise or it's peacekeeping or whatever. They're getting these lads to phone their parents and telling them that, we're invading, a country who doesn't want to be invaded, who's, Putin's trying to take over Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they thought they were out on exercises and they're being sent in for an invasion, and they're like, "Well, I don't want any part of this."
No, exactly.
Apparently, they were only given 2 days worth of rations and fuel because Putin was that sure that they would just lay their weapons down. The Ukrainians would lay their weapons down, and Russia would just stroll in and take over.
It's not that easy against a country.
2 days worth of ration. Well, Papa, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
2 days worth of rations. Well, you eat that in a day, don't you? When you're out in the field.
Yeah, you do.
The Russians are fighting like mad.
That's dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ukrainians are defending themselves though, aren't they? Big time.
Yeah.
They're getting plenty of weapons from outside as well.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be short of AK-47s, do they?
Drake
Oh,
was
wait,
on the
wait.
case.
I don't remember your ration packs. Do you remember the boxes of ration pack? What were they meant to be? Sort of 3,000 calories or 5,000 calories in the pack? It was all sugar, weren't they?
The old 24-hour ration packs were 5,000 calories. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all sugar though, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all sort of like.
Do you remember the boiling bag ones or the tin ones?
Oh, disgusting! You could eat them cold though; they were minging.
No, I like the boiling bag because when I joined the army, I was on the tin ones, which were fucking foul. And then you went to the boiling bags, and they were like proper meals in a bag.
Yeah, like a curry.
Yeah,
and a chili.
I thought they were brilliant. They were much
nicer
nicer
they
than
were
the tin
nice.
ones.
Yeah, they were nice. But everything else was just...
tin ones, you actually had to cook a meal out of them. The boiling bag ones, you just boiled them, didn't you? And they were done.
And you get a sachet of... All you get is a sachet of peanut butter for breakfast. You have to just sort of... It's disgusting. But no, I think they did get a lot better. I think sort of companies put their name to them to the end. I think Nutella put their name to
Yorkie did the chocolate bar.
Yeah. So you get like...
I think because Yorkies. What was it? The slogan, "Not for girls" or something.
Yeah.
And then the ones they put in the ration packs used to say "Not for civvies" or something like that on them.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Because when I first joined, because you get your bog paper in there as well. When I first joined, you get 5 sheets of that like tracing paper with toilet paper.
Yeah.
You get 5 sheets of that folded together, and that was supposed to last you for 24 hours. 5 sheets.
That's why I got used to shit myself.
But and then when it went to the boiling bag, you'd get a proper pack of what was it? Kleenex tissues.
Yeah.
With balsam or something like that on it. So
Luxury.
aloe vera, you could wipe your ass in style. Yeah.
In bliss.
In style.
When you shit in the ditch, you can wipe your ass with pleasure. Yeah.
You shit in a bag and you got to put it in your burger and take it back with you because you can't leave any trace. Yeah.
That tracing paper stuff is good for nothing. 5 sheets of it as well. That's fucking rough.
It just smears it round, doesn't it? You'd end up just using leaves.
Yeah. You
or your pants and then just setting fire to your pants.
Setting fire to it. Oh, Nugent's disappeared then.
Yeah.
He was fucking hammered.
Yeah.
He had internet problems as well, though.
I think he had Morrison problems. He couldn't get his head around which Morrison we were talking about.
Even when he was told.
I thought Joe said he was coming on tonight.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Oh, that was a shame. I was looking forward to seeing him. Arthur said he couldn't make it.
All you would see was hair.
Oh, yeah, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy. Joe, yeah. Where is he? He said you had to be up early, though, so he could only come on for a bit, but obviously...
All right.
Come on for
no, it's fine. I don't see why Stanty haven't come on, since he's commented all night.
Yeah, he
was poorly yesterday, apparently.
Yeah.
Being a fanny.
No, like with the Ukraine thing, it is bloody scary, and sort of where does it go from here? I think he threatened Sweden, Finland, didn't they, if they join NATO? And
yeah.
Look at this stupid cow here.
Oh,
she's dress up.
She look at her. The state of her.
Shit gun.
That's so posed, isn't it? Because what reason would she have to wear a flight helmet and fucking life jacket? She ain't getting on a bloody plane. Is she? Not in a bloody dress suit or whatever she's wearing.
She's pitching into the war effort.
Air cruising. I bet she'll even know. Do you see what she's got on her right arm, underneath her right arm with the luminescent yellow strips? I bet she'll even know what that is.
No.
That's breathing apparatus. If an aircraft goes into the water and it goes underwater, you put it in your mouth and you take a breath, so it allows you to breathe to get out of the aircraft and escape. That's what that is.
That's cool. She would know. She wouldn't have the first idea.
Yeah, she would have got to do that.
How embarrassing was it when Putin said that the reason he threatened nuclear war was because of her fucking comments? Pig markets woman. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
We don't have. But you just. It's like banging your head against the wall. I can't imagine how our government could be more incompetent than they are now.
It's
Look
unreal,
at the
isn't it?
state of her. And you look at her, Rees-Mogg, fucking Boris, bloody Raab, all of them. Fucking that weird cunt who was snogging his girlfriend and
Hancock, yeah.
Hancock. It's just fucking. A lot of them, they're all fucking weird, aren't they?
They're weird. And they
There's not
haven't
a
got a clue
normal person
between them.
amongst them. No.
It's bizarre. How many more years of them have we got now?
Too many.
2023.
Fucking hell.
But, you know, we must be the laughing stock of the world.
Yeah.
Well, we are, aren't we? Because it's come out Putin and his band or
Well, yeah, it is USIC.
piss out of him.
It is USIC.
Yeah. Can't fault that, can you?
Here's a question, though, which is, I had to look online, look on Lad Bible and all those sort of crap websites. But if Trump was still in charge, would Putin have gone in, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he would have?
Without a doubt.
Well, yeah, if he is actually
fear
dying.
Trump.
Eh?
I don't think Putin would have any qualms about pressing the button. I think, if anything, that's what he wants to
He's
do.
itching to do it.
Yeah.
It's who won, though,
He
isn't
just wants someone to give him the excuse to do it.
It's
you know,
who won, though.
One NATO plane shoots down a Russian plane over Ukraine, then he's got a reason to do it then, hasn't he?
Yeah. That's it. It's true. He could have just lost his marbles and he's just waiting to
Yeah.
press the button.
And there are people who are thinking that he, you know, because he was obsessed with not getting COVID. That's why he doesn't let anyone go near him.
Oh, that's the table thing, is it?
Yeah. And they're wondering if either he did get COVID and a bit of long COVID, it's affected his mental capacity, or he's become that obsessed he's gone a bit fucking mental.
There's the headline. Putin issued nuclear order in response to Liz Truss comments, Kremlin says.
We're a fucking laughing. So it's embarrassing. Remember when people used to be proud to be British, you know, and now it's fucking people like Liz Truss, almost like in World War III, because they say, yeah, go and fight for Ukrainians.
Jacob Rees-Mogg. Oh.
Rees-Mogg, fucking
They're just so out of touch with the normal man or woman from the country, aren't they? You know,
It is.
Yeah, it's they see the cost of living rising, and they'll just go, "Well, why don't people simply dip into their savings?" And things
people
like that.
should go out and earn more.
Yeah,
make more deals
job.
with more businesses. Yeah.
My God.
If only.
Yeah.
But you look at the way the Ukrainians are standing and fighting and standing up to the Russians. I look at our country and I reckon if we were in the same position where we got invaded, I don't think we'd have half the people standing up and fighting that the Ukrainians have.
No, I seen a little poll thing. I know you can't really pay attention to polls on like Facebook or Instagram or wherever, but it had like a poll of Europe of how many, like a poll of European countries who would fight for their country. And I think sort of France, Germany, UK were one of the lowest within Europe.
Yeah, France would be.
Germany were, I think. Sort of,
I reckon we would be.
I think further west you went, it was less. And I guess that's purely because of the safety they probably feel. I guess
we're comfortable. We're comfortable. Yeah. That's all it is. And we don't even protest our government. All the shit that's gone on for the last few years. Yeah. We haven't mounted a serious protest even.
No, we just sit back and put up with it, don't we?
Yeah. Just wonder how far we can be pushed.
Whereas, like, you look at sort of, well, to be fair, France, you look at the way they protest against, like, I don't know, like petrol rises or something like we've seen. Like we don't protest at all, do we?
Well, a perfect example is look at the.
Was it £1 fuel in 1999 or whatever it was? It was a massive uprising.
Yeah.
And now we're nearly £2. Who cares now?
You look at our energy bills going up. You know, by what 50% France's are going up by 4% because France would
they'd kick off.
protest. Yeah.
TDA made a point though, didn't he, about that, about sort of the pensions, how that's going to affect sort of the country's pensions through
He
that.
does have a very sort of establishment right-wing view of things. I mean, that might not be necessarily true.
No. However, he is probably better placed than us, I'd imagine, in France to sort of mention that.
That's true, yeah.
But then again, I'd take a 4% increase rather than the 50% or
4%.
Well, 100% or whatever it is. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
It's unaffordable. It's unaffordable.
That map there of London, that's bullshit.
It's just for this joke. That's where Winchester is there.
Oh, right.
Winchester.
There's quite a few of these that are doing around saying that if they dropped a nuclear bomb central London, all that would be wiped out. That's bollocks.
Right, that's too big.
Bear in mind, most nuclear bomb that would be if the biggest bomb they had that was serviceable. I think they made 4. Only 2 actually became in service, and 1 was a test bomb. So the other one was blown up in space. So they've only got 1 bomb big enough to make damage like that. Whether or not they got the manpower to actually get it to get it, or not the manpower, the technology to get it to the UK and be that pinpoint to land on London. And secondly, people think that you can just fire missiles into the UK, that we have no air defence.
No,
it'd be shot down, but before it got
It'd
anywhere
be
near
shot
us.
down. Yeah, so we always found intelligence. Like when we found even Russian ships coming through, we always found the intelligence came from sort of. That's why we held Gibraltar. So we always knew what was coming through the Mediterranean. So we always knew we were prepared for Russian ships coming through. So we were prepared for them coming through. And then from the north, there'd always be countries, your Norways, your Swedes, your Finlands. So we'd always be prepared that way.
Don't forget, between Russia and us, there are a lot of European-friendly countries that's got to pass that would shoot it down.
Exactly.
They don't know if it's coming to us or if it's going to
come to them.
So they would shoot it down. And that's going to be them. What's the biggest? Like a 500 megaton bloody bomb. But they've got a lot more smaller bombs that would probably only blow up maybe a few streets in a village. Not.
Does this
the whole of fucking London.
What about the fallout? The nuclear fallout? Would it reach? Because Hiroshima had terrible problems.
I think the big one was wasn't it the fire yesterday? The 6 times.
I was at a power station.
Yeah, that was a nuclear power, the biggest one in Europe. That was going to be the big one.
The concerns there were because they had to shut down the reactors that normally you have to.
Yeah.
I think it takes 30 hours for the reactors to cool down.
There's only one that was on, wasn't it?
And any quicker than. Yeah, there's only 1 out of the 6 that they actually use. But if you shut them down any quicker than the normal 30 hours it takes to cool down, there's a risk of it leaking radiation. But yeah, with nuclear bombs, there's going to be lots of radiation. But if you're only hitting a small area, so say, I don't know, out of that map, you're only hitting Winchester, and it takes out Winchester, and it may, a bit like Chernobyl, where the surrounding area was uninhabitable for 30 odd years. You're going to get that, but it's not going to be the size. It's not going to be the size of London that then spreads out to the whole of the southeast.
Yeah. Well, good. Right. I think I might have to call it a night, but I just wanted one thing before we head off. I wanted you to take a look at this and tell me how many of these you can name. Let's see. Oh, shit. Let me see if I can get this in front of the camera. Right. All right. Name the bottom row first, then.
Which is bottom right?
Bottom right, yeah. David Marshall.
Oh, shit.
Kev McNaughton.
Yeah, Kev McNaughton.
Kev McNaughton.
Is that David Marshall?
Oh, yeah, it was the goalie, Marshall.
Yeah, Kevin. So Witt, David Marshall, Kev McNaughton. I don't know who that blonde one is.
He's got
No,
tattoos.
I
On,
don't.
is on Rolls? Is it tattoos on his right arm?
Oh, possibly, yeah. Because I don't actually know. It doesn't say on this picture who they are.
Oh, does it not?
No.
I was thinking with that tattoo sleeve on the right arm.
Here's the next row.
Ernie.
Kavanagh is
Ernie.
Graham Kavanagh is second from the left.
Ernie's the right hand one. Is that Gabs, the one next to Ernie? Look at the shirt.
Gabs.
Yeah. And on the end,
So must be Nathan Blake on the left.
Blake, yeah, that'd be Nathan Blake. Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan Blake.
This would be tricky now because I can't get a proper angle on it. I mean, one of them's really
Robin Friday is the right one.
What about him on the end?
I've got to be one of the. I don't know.
I think it's an old school, the top row, isn't it?
Like Dwyer or someone, I reckon.
Let's go. Top left's got to be Toshak, isn't it, or something? One of them's got to be Toshak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
One of the older ones would know, I suppose.
I think it's the kit. The kits make it more obvious than the actual faces.
Yeah. Yeah, faces all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's South Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, I've been meaning to put. I've had that for years. I've been meaning to put it in a frame. Only got around to it the other day.
I suppose the older members. Well, to be fair, I reckon we named a few, but I suppose if some of the older members are watching now, they probably know a couple.
They probably know the top row, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
The old fuckers like Brian and Trav.
You sure Brian even knows his own name?
He's funny, isn't he?
He is.
Hey, well, that was an interesting one tonight.
Bro,
it's been a while, haven't it? So it's good to see you both, lads.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and make this a regular Saturday night thing. As long as you're up for it.
That'd be good. Yeah. It's been. I think a lot of people have missed it.
Yeah. I was surprised. Some people on the Facebook and stuff were saying, "Oh, it's good to be back," and it's nice to see you and on YouTube. So I was quite surprised. So
you've always had decent feedback and decent comments on Facebook, though, haven't you, for the live streams?
Yeah,
there's been lots of questions and stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of just been Mrs. R and Stanty for the last hour, but. Yeah, we usually do get loads of. I think they just need to see us back every week, and they'll still get the idea then.
Yeah.
I actually had a comment. I went out on Christmas Day to the pub. With my cousin, he said he'd seen me on one of the city forums, the things, and he said you were absolutely shit faced. I was like, couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, great. So like he's not on the forum or whatever. So. Go to show other people that he watches. So.
And you're not even the worst one. Did he see Nugent?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Fucking hell. I might cut that out, that part where Nugent was confused about Morrison. That was hilarious.
You get in.
I'll cut it and just into a nice little video and put it on the forum.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Anyway, lads, I'll see you on the
cheers,
forum.
Boys. See you later.
Thank you both.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Thanks everyone on Facebook and YouTube for tuning in. We'll be back next Saturday, and fingers crossed for another win. Keep the winning streak going. See you guys.